Sometimes the world seems filled with darkness, without a ray of hope. We're not sure where we're going. We're just trying to find a way to cope. Everyone's trying to keep the pace in some imaginary race. We don't see the sun. Through the sorrows and the pain, through the tears and the rain, we don't see the sun. God's one and only Son. Look up and see the sun. Look at the face of God's holy loving grace. Look at the sun. We have days that go on forever, where nothing will go right. We struggle with life's choices, and we're exhausted from the fight. We're hanging by a thread. The water's up above our head. We don't see the sun. Through the sorrows and the pain, through the tears and the rain, we don't see the sun. God's one and only Son. Look up and see the sun. Look at the face of God's holy loving grace. Look at the sun. During all our cloudy days, through the dark and heavy haze, He'll lift us when we fall, and He loves us through it all. Jesus' love is shining through, reaching out to me and you. We can see the sun. Through the sorrows and the pain, through the tears and the rain, we can have the sun, God's one and only Son. Look up and see the sun. Look at the face of God's holy loving grace. Look at the sun.
Mark chapter 15, verses 1 through 15. Very early in the morning, the chief priests with the elders, the teachers of the law, and the whole Sanhedrin reached a decision. They bound Jesus, led him away, and handed him over to Pilate. "Are you the king of the Jews?" asked Pilate. "Yes, it is as you say," Jesus replied. The chief priest accused him of many things. So again, Pilate asked him, "Aren't you going to answer? See how many things they are accusing you of." But Jesus still made no reply, and Pilate was amazed. Now it was the custom at the feast to release a prisoner whom the people requested. A man called Barabbas was in prison with the insurrectionists who had committed murder in the uprising. The crowd came up and asked Pilate to do for them what he usually did. "Do you want me to release to you the king of the Jews?" asked Pilate, knowing it was out of envy that the chief priest had handed Jesus over to him. But the chief priest stirred up the crowd to have Pilate release Barabbas instead. "What shall I do then with the one you call the king of the Jews?" Pilate asked them. "Crucify him!" they shouted. "Why? What crime has he committed?" asked Pilate. But they all shouted louder, "Crucify him!" Wanting to satisfy the crowd, Pilate released Barabbas to them. He had Jesus flogged and handed him over to be crucified.
I am not on the cross any longer. I am not in the tomb any longer. I'm not suffering any longer. I put myself on the cross so that you could have life. I'm alive. I'm alive. Who do you choose? Barabbas, the world, or me? Everlasting life. I know your pain, your suffering, your doubts. I know you who are out of work. And I know who you all that are helping my sick. I know what's in your heart right this moment. Are you looking to the world for answers and comfort? Or are you coming to me for answers and comfort? Remember the cross. That is where I showed you with my own blood just how much I love you.